Good morning, YouTube. Ironman 3406 here with another video for you. If this is your first time tuning into the channel, my name's Nathan. Appreciate you stopping by. We are on the road here today to go rescue a Caterpillar RD4. So, got the old 2003 F350 all hooked up to the gooseneck, and we got about a 4-hour drive to get where we're going to pick up the tractor. But once we get there, I will get the camera all set up and show you guys getting this thing loaded on a trailer and headed for home. So stick around, we'll see you shortly when we get to where we're going. Thanks. All right, everybody, made it to the destination here up near Campsack, Saskatchewan. So we got the truck all backed up to it. And here it is. RD4, serial number 4G2085. I'll have to look up what year it makes that. This is what I really liked it for. The double drum cable control. So yeah, we'll get you cambered up here and we'll winch it on. So hang tight. Okay, so we're updated here, or a little bit of an update for you. Winch is done up, and we got it snatch blocked to the front of the tractor, and we're just starting to bring up the ramps. So we're gonna get a little assistance from the tractor there, and hopefully we can get her up here without too much effort. It's all you. Well, it is on the trailer and tied down. Had a little issue with my winch, so I'm glad that that tractor was here to help me get it on. But yeah, all I got left to do is get the belly pan tied down that he gave me with it, and then we'll see if the old Power Stroke can pull this thing. Should be a pretty good load for it, so we'll see what happens. But I don't know if you guys noticed, we're in an RD4 shirt even. So on RD4 Rescue Day, we got an RD4 shirt on. So again, thanks to Jeff Weinstock for those shirts. I'm gonna keep getting everything buttoned up here on the trailer, everything put back in the truck, and then we'll make some more miles. I gotta change out my trailer plug before I leave because some jackass turned too sharp and pulled it out of the plug and broke it, aka this guy. So yeah, got a little bit to do here before we get back on the road, but we'll get you back on the road and we'll get you back to Spy Hill, show you unloading this thing. Well, hey everybody, sorry about the couple day delay here, but we are 2 days ago finished our tractor pulls. This D4 just sat on my trailer until we were finished with that, so now we're gonna get it unloaded here. We're gonna get it unchained and we're just gonna drag it off of the backhoe. It'll be a lot quicker and easier. So get things unchained. Also gonna unload this tumble bug and leave it here. So yeah, we'll get things unchained, yank her off, and then we'll give you guys a walk around on it. So thank you. Just like that, it's off the trailer. Okay, the trailer is empty. We've got RD4 unloaded and that Richardson tumble bug. So we got the tumble bug unloaded right there. It's in the row with a couple of our other implements, 3 and 4 bottom plows. And then we got the RD4 over here. amongst the rest of the project lineup. But let's give you guys a walk around on this thing, show you what's what it needs, which is lots, what's the problems, why I really bought it, etc, etc. So firstly, the jerry can hanging off the front here, the guys told me that they were trying to get it running, but they didn't want to use the tank just because they didn't know what kind of condition it was, so they jerried up this jerry can to feed it diesel fuel while they were giving it a pull to see if it would go. The story I got was it would run on ether, but they couldn't get it any fuel pressure. My guess is the check valve inside that pump is stuck, so it's not letting any fuel go through. But quick look at the hour meter here, if it's legible. Looks like a 8943. Don't ever know how accurate those are. The serial number is 4G2085. That puts it at a first year RD4 if memory serves me correct. So it's, you know, early, but she needs a little TLC. The diesel turns over, makes oil pressure, so that's good. The pony motor still turns over, that's also a good sign. So this is the early cat diesel before the D311, D315, D318 series. This is one model earlier. If we keep going around here, side tank with all the right and proper shut off and drain here at the back, or drain at the back, pardon me. The shut off, it's where it should be. The fender's all bent up, but it's in the middle there, right where it needs to be. We'll have a look at the undercarriage on this side. So the sprocket on this side is really good. It's like it's almost been changed at one point in its life, but we got some big cracks here where the adjustment nut is for tightening the tracks. Pin and bushings don't feel terrible. That doesn't always mean anything though. The tracks are pretty stretched out. The front idlers, you can see, have been welded up at some point in their life to give them a second life. So we'll probably see about changing those to, you know, maybe something that hasn't been welded up yet. Some other problem areas, if you look at the bottom of the rad here, you can see some major welding has happened there. Same with the front of the oil pan. This thing was working in the bush, and it had a little bit of a rough life, I think. This stump pan, or this guard underneath, it is a very crude recreation of what the factory option would have been. It's definitely no Squatch 253 stump pan reproduction. But I guess they tried to protect things with it, but it obviously got taken off at some point and not put back on because of all that damage that got up in the underside of the machine. Moving on to the other side, so we got the factory true, or the Caterpillar true front radiator guard, RD4 logo there. Let's just see for heck and if there's any coolant in it. No, but there's remnants of some wet stuff on top of the core, so that's promising, or good thing. On the trip home, this canopy used to be welded, but somebody didn't do a very good weld job and it all fell down on the highway. We got the old button style pre-cleaner with the glass mason jar. We got generator option on it, so that's kind of a neat option. There's no lights or anything on it, or any wiring that I've found that still exists, but it does have the generator. Also has this updated oil filter canister. If you want a detailed description of that whole update, I will put a link up to a video that explains that canister update very well over on Squatch 253's channel. We've got, let's just check the engine oil. Oh, engine oil's pretty clean. I think it's been changed recently. That's handy. Pony motor, as I say, it's not stuck. We got the awesome little exhaust flap there that one of my dear friends likes. And while we're checking oils and fluids, let's just see. Oh, even the pony motor oil looks good. Oh, somebody maybe did some maintenance on this thing before they parked it. That's promising for me. Fenders are in terribly rough shape. They will need to be replaced. And they've had this homemade hydraulic system on here. So this is the pump here. I drilled off the front of the engine. And then you've got a reservoir and a valve here. And they had some kind of homemade blade on it at one point. As I say, it was working in the bush. So whatever blade they had on it, that was their control method for the blade. The canopy, also homemade. That'll likely come off. I'm not a huge fan of these homemade canopies on these old tractors. I'd rather have just a good old umbrella or something to that extent. But if we get looking at the operator's platform, I'll climb up here. Obviously gonna need a seat. But some kind of crazy fabrication went on for the clutch handle here, but the clutch still over centers and snaps in and out. Steering clutches, well, this one's not springing back like it's supposed to, but they both work. When we were dragging it here with the backhoe, I was able to steer it. Shifter knob is missing. Not a huge deal, but something that'll have to be installed at a later date. Brake pedals, there's a little bit of smooth on them. They've been used for sure, doing some steering. Kind of another little neat MacGyver they did here. I don't know if you want to call it neat or not, but they welded on a old 1/2-inch drive, it looks like, socket to the front of the flywheel on the pony motor, so that I'm assuming they could put like an impact on there rather than a rope to get the starting engine going. We've got gauges here, both are broke out for the water temperature and oil pressure. Got a toolbox here. It's definitely seen better days, with a whole bunch of goodies inside of it. I ain't gonna root through it right now because there's all kinds of mouse turds and goodies in there, but see if there's any tools in there when I do clean it out. On this side, the tracks, sprocket on this side is a little more worn than the other side. Not a huge deal. There's you know, still a fair bit of life left in that sprocket, but same thing on the front idler. It's been welded up. You know, this has been welded at some point. So, and the other really strange thing is somebody decided to take the carrier rollers off. There should be a carrier roller on both sides, and both are gone. So when I get working on this, I'll have to find some top carrier rollers. If we keep going around this thing here, on the back end here, we've got this dual drum cable control unit. This is the main reason that I really bought this tractor. My dream, or my plan, is to get one of these RD4s set up with a LeTourneau Model D pull type cable scraper, and then be able to run it with the cable control off the back here. So that's really the main reason that I wanted this tractor. I've got a couple other 4G series D4s that are going to hopefully help donate parts to make one, or 3 into 1, pardon me. So but yeah, this is LeTourneau cable control unit. All the tags are on it right and true. It's an N series, I believe. Not super familiar with LeTourneau cable control or power units. If anybody in the comments knows more, there's the tag information on the side, and then here's the tag information on the top. Hopefully you can read that serial number. But yeah, if you know anything more about this, please comment below. I'd be interested to learn whatever I can. But when you're sitting in the seat, you've got two controls to run the two different winches. This one's been hacked off. There should be a piece coming out just like this so that you can run both while sitting in the seat. I'd compare tags on the back, but this one was removed, so I can't compare tags to know that this is right and true. Serial number is matching machine. Nothing tells me that it wouldn't be, but that's kind of the quick and dirty walk around, guys. She needs a lot of love and TLC, but really excited to have that cable control unit in order to pull that scraper I was telling you about. So all right, everybody, that is about gonna wrap this one up for the RD4 rescue and walk around. If you want to see future content on this RD4, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think about it. The next probably big project we get into around here is probably going to be one of our Cat 60s this winter, or early this winter here. I have been hoarding parts for the last little while to hopefully get one of them up and going and ordering parts. So that'll probably be this winter. The RD4 maybe, if it's something you guys want to see, will come after. Obviously you got two more that I gotta get rescued and home here so that we can hoard parts and swap pieces and see what's what and get everything rocking and rolling. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of old antique Caterpillar stuff. I thank you for watching. My name's Nathan, and don't forget, I am Iron Man. We'll catch you on the next one.